Hello, you are watching EXPAT.by videocast. I'm Vladimir.
Serge again, thank you.
And today we're going to talk about housing, renting a house, renting an apartment, what is called accommodation. So Serge, what areas shall be of interest for foreign travelers talking about accommodation and finding an apartment?
I suppose, first of all, we have to explain people what does it mean just about time. So we're close to the champion of world here in Belarus, in Minsk. This is a champion of world in hockey, ice hockey. So that's why this it's really huge moving, on this subject. I mean, in the renting houses, renting cottages, and something like that. So, in my opinion, it's gonna be the prices is gonna just increase, and more than 50%. This, I'm positive sure about that. Today, in the Minsk's hotels everywhere, just all rooms are reserved to just today before one month.
Amazing.
So that's why just said all rooms are reserved.
So they built a lot of hotels and all of them are taken now?
Yeah, I don't know why. Maybe it's a special way of government, I don't know this, but now I can hear this. You can call to every hotel in the center city and you will just hear information.
Expensive and cheap ones?
Very expensive, very.
And some are really cheap. I mean, they built like almost semi-hostels, I would say.
I don't know, just we have just in the center city hotels with 3 stars to 5 stars.
Yeah.
Just 2 hostels with 2 hotels with 5 stars. And today we have nothing. Just I'm positive sure about it. And at the same time, just one friend just asked me, just said, please, I need an apartment in the center city, and I normally called for some people, just please help me just to find 2-bedroom apartment just for one very good guy from France. And what is going to be just in this question? They said, sir, it's impossible just for me. It's impossible for me.
So now this is bad time for looking for more or less permanent apartment.
Yeah, and at the same time I asked just for example for April, how much is going to be just for a 2-bedroom apartment? They said it was just before about 50 euros, 45, 50, 55 euros, or 60 euros for good 2-bedroom apartment. And today it's going to be 80, 90 euros
per night.
Oh. Yeah, so that's why just we're talking about time. It's not really good time. But I suppose normally just after champion of world, it's going to be just everything is going to be good, just like before this time. And in my opinion, just second, we've got to talk about the place. The place where you're going to just live in Minsk and how long time you're going to live in Minsk. For example, if you need to stay here for a long time, for example, more than 3 months, more than half a year, 1 year, this is one price. Well, for example, I can help people to find in the center city and good 2-bedroom apartment, for example, just for about 500 euros. Yes, I can help to find such just only after champion of world.
So now all prices skyrocketed.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Just imagine.
But if you are okay with another situation, if you don't need to live in the center city, just if you wanna just rent apartment somewhere in the suburbs of Minsk, it's no problem just to find not really very comfortable apartment, but with a nice bedroom, with good bathroom, but without computer, without good TV set, for about $400 American dollars, about 350 euros. We can find just for a long time, for long living in Belarus. If you are talking about 1 month, 2 weeks, price is going to be more, and it's going to be increasing, this moment. If you want to stay in Minsk, if you want to find a good apartment with nice neighborhoods, with a good situation. I mean, not criminal situation, just nice, safely areas, and close to center city. Every time this is expensive. This is more than 500 euros per month, sometimes 600 euros. But whatever you want, you know.
You mentioned criminal situations, etc. Well, you know, Minsk is quite safe city. I mean, there are certain areas maybe not pleasant, like if you would take...
maybe I wasn't really right about criminal situations. No, that's true. It's not criminal country, it's not a criminal city. But at the same time, for example, I'm a foreigner, I'm here in Minsk, and it's not really comfortable if you are, for example, if you're going outside, if you're going out with a girlfriend, for example, with friends, and you can see some people, young people, with bottles of beer, and you know, noisy situations, noisy atmosphere. So it's not criminal, but it's not nice, you know. And I suppose you're going to pay more money just for another situation, for another life.
But they drink beer everywhere. Now less. I mean, now there is a law that you can't drink booze on the street.
Thanks our, you know, government. Just they decided just to bring this law to.
In the center, police looks after that in parks. But in certain cases you might find people drinking beer, so even in public transportation, so don't be surprised. It's people not very law obedient here. But Minsk is very safe city, that's right. We can safely go everywhere. There are some places I already mentioned, they're a little bit unpleasant, like some areas where, let's say...
Traditionally, these areas are close to the factories, for example, from Soviet Union time. Like
they're mostly on to the south of Minsk.
It's the south and west. South and west.
Minsk is very strange place, I would say, in comparison with other capitals, because here you could find apartment with nice... Not apartment building with nice, what is called elite apartments, with neighbors not very elite, I would say, very ordinary, and sometimes drunkards might live there. So in this case, you have to be very careful when choosing an apartment, because it's really strange situation with in comparison with other cities, especially in the center, because there are old buildings where pensioners live. They might, you know, they used to be maybe nice people, then they turn drunkard and etc. Just if you look for really something what is called elite environment, not elite, but with, you know, with parking, with security, they're not necessarily in the center.
Sometimes you can find everywhere, because today we can find such block apartments in the different areas, and at the same time price is going to be just correct, huge, for good apartments with good place for parking, with security services, with everything just included inside in the block apartment. So just the price is going to be huge.
So looking for apartments is quite tricky. You have to take into account a lot of circumstances and a lot of facts, not only price, location, environment, neighbors, landlords. Again, the other question is making certain agreement. So you have to be very careful about
you have to be very careful. For example, you live in an apartment and you left your things, just your wallet, something like that, your watch, and you put it on the table, and you went just outside. And just let's switch on our imagination. You will come back and you will see, just for example, okay, just where's my watch, or where's my money, for example. And no one will say you just, oh, I don't know. Why? Because I don't know. Just, you have paid just for this apartment, and we don't care just about just what you're doing in there, just where's your money. So in this subject, I want to say very important for everyone, just to check your contract. You gotta sign your contract. No one knows about this. Just every owner must give you a contract, and you gotta sign this. And this moment when you sign this, you'll have your rights like a foreign citizen. You can just call to police, you can call to lawyer, to everyone, and just these people, special people, will just protect you.
So
if you cannot sign, you are nothing. Just you cannot just demand something like that, you know.
So if some landlord would say, just live here, just pay me, I don't care. So
I don't care about your wallet, about your, for example, you know, your watch and something like that. That's it.
So it's
that's why if you call me, for example, if you call to Vlad, just I will responsible for this situation. I know these people, I know owners, and just I am really responsible in front of you. That's it, you know. Just and if you have some bad situation, I will just make something for you, just to bring you money back or something like that, to find this, because it's very important.
Well, Serge mentioned very important thing about legal affairs, about a contract, about dealing with landlords, with the law, with police, etc. Just pay attention to this, because Serge is a lawyer and he can look through the contract, negotiate with the landlord, check all these circumstances relating, which I already mentioned. There are many of them you might not even suspect, and sometimes landlords don't talk about them, and certainly real estate agents, they are most interested in getting you in and getting the royalties from that. So in this respect, it is better to turn to some independent site, second site. If you have friends, experienced friends, that's fine, or if you don't. So we propose our services in this. We can examine the whole situation, we can find apartment for you, we can check for place, we can, when you arrive, we can...
We're gonna supervise all your time just in Belarus.
We can prepare...
From first day to your flight, for example, just to go for...
Because when you go to the real estate agency, they have certain list of places where they take you, but we can talk to...
But they don't care about, you know, your future, for example, here in Belarus. Just you will pay for this, okay, you are alone.
Sure. Our business is to help you to accommodate here in Belarus, no matter how long you live here. Just we can meet you at the airport, take you to the apartment or to the hotel, and just arrange all process, beginning with legal matters and finding furniture, all possible things you can imagine, and on such matters which you might not suspect. So we're talking again about housing. If we talk about if somebody wants to live in a separate house, what is called mansion, or here they call it cottage.
Cottage.
Yes.
So today it's a really good situation for people who is gonna just live in the cottages, because there are a lot of cottages for rent, but it's expensive.
In the city as well, right?
In the city as well. You can just rent these cottages in Minsk, in the center city, close to underground, close to the restaurant, everywhere. Just you can find such, but it's gonna just be, the price is gonna be about $2,500 American dollars per month.
2,500
from
US
two
dollars,
from
right?
2 to 3.5 with facilities included. So at the same time, you can find such cottages close to the city, 1 mile from Minsk, and it's gonna price be a bit less, but at the same time, good nature, close to the forest, the lake.
But in this case, you have to own a car.
Yeah.
And drive a car, because sometimes people who travel here, they prefer not to have a car due to different reasons. I mean, among them, just traffic, or they just temporarily don't have a car.
Yeah.
So in this case, you have to choose the better location. That's why center is popular, because shops, communications, like
all communications are close
yes.
to you. That's it.
Like the most important public transportation here is the metro, the underground railway. So it's
buses,
very convenient.
buses, everything.
Buses, trolley buses, even street cars, what is called trams. So in this case, you have to choose the better location to this public transportation.
Yes, you're right. And one thing more, just I forgot about this. We know new situation in Minsk, in Belarus. The government of Belarus just have signed a special agreement with Chinese government about maybe in this year, maybe next year, for about 80,000 Chinese people are gonna come here in Minsk. And
there were talks about 500,000. They're no longer coming?
No. I have information just not more than 100,000.
They're building some
and I suppose
factory.
just Chinese people, when they're gonna come to Minsk, I suppose the situation in the rent of house is gonna change.
I think they will aim for budget apartments.
I don't know exactly.
I mean, I'm not sure they're gonna take some fancy apartments. So, but
I suppose sometimes they're gonna live in the apartment, just 10 or 15 people in one room. I don't know.
Yeah, so it depends, because they're workers. They live in kind of dormitory or somewhere in more crowded places.
Yeah.
But again, we have to take this into account. So to finalize to summit our conversation, since we talk now in the eve of the ice hockey championship, just if you plan to go to Belarus for longer period, this is not a good time. But again, contact us, we'll help you, we'll find possible options.
I'm going to be more precise in this moment. How we are going to help you. We'll send you at least 3 or maybe 5 different apartments or cottages. Just you will see what do you like, for example, and we'll make a book.
Location description.
Yeah,
photos,
location description,
yes.
photos, everything. Just and copy of contract.
Again, if somebody coming to Belarus for this championship, just again contact us. We will
Very welcome. We'll try
find you a special program, any program, whatever. Because we're here not only helping with this, but again, if you need cultural program, you need to find out or advice about cuisines, about restaurants, about entertainment. We're here to help you. So just email us, or there is a form on the website for feedback, and or just call us, and we will talk and we can negotiate. We will continue this topic of housing, of the real estate, etc., and how to live in Minsk, what other aspects of life in Minsk. For now, goodbye.
Thank you very much. Goodbye.